Life is full of challenges, and no one is immune to pain and suffering. Losses, disappointments, betrayals, illnesses, we all, at some point, face moments that test us to our limits. But what sets us apart is not the absence of pain but how we deal with it. This is where Stoicism, an ancient philosophy, offers a powerful way to turn our greatest sorrows into unshakable inner strength. The reality of pain, acceptance and resilience. Pain is an inevitable part of the human experience. Yet many of us struggle against it, trying to ignore, avoid, or even deny its existence. Stoicism, however, teaches us to accept pain as a reality of life. Acceptance does not mean surrendering to suffering but rather acknowledging its presence without letting it control us. When we accept pain, we prepare ourselves to face it consciously and intentionally, which is the first step toward building resilience. In Stoicism, there is a central idea that it is not external events that disturb us but rather our interpretation of those events. By changing our perspective on suffering, we can begin to see it not as an enemy but as an opportunity for growth and strengthening. Suffering can be transformed into a tool for developing resilience, the ability to get up and keep going, no matter how many times life knocks us down. Finding purpose in adversity. One of the most powerful lessons of Stoicism is the idea that we can find purpose even in the most painful situations. Often, it is in our greatest difficulties that we discover who we really are and what we are capable of. Stoicism encourages us to use adversity as an opportunity to reflect on our lives, values, and goals. Instead of sinking into pain, we can use it as a catalyst for personal transformation. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This phrase perfectly sums up the essence of Stoicism. Even in moments of greatest pain, we have the power to choose our response. We can choose to be victims, or we can choose to be survivors, warriors, people who use their scars as symbols of strength. Cultivating inner strength, Stoic practices for overcoming pain. Overcoming pain through Stoicism is not just a matter of changing mindset, it involves concrete practices that can help cultivate inner strength. Here are some Stoic practices you can incorporate into your life to face and overcome pain. 1. Meditation on death. Memento Mori. Reflecting on mortality reminds us of the transience of all things, including pain. This can help put challenges in perspective and encourage us to live according to our values despite difficulties. 2. Negative visualization. Premeditatio malorum. Imagine the worst scenarios that could happen. This is not pessimism but a form of mental preparation that strengthens us to deal with any eventuality, making pain more manageable when it actually arises. 3. Focus on the present. Stoic mindfulness. Pain often intensifies when we cling to the past or fear the future. Stoicism teaches us to live in the present moment, facing pain as it is now, without increasing its weight with regrets or worries. 4. Differentiation between the controllable and the uncontrollable. Accept that there are things you can control and others beyond your reach. Focus on the former, like your reactions and attitudes, and free yourself from the burden of the latter. 5. Self-discipline and virtue. Cultivating Stoic virtues such as courage, justice, temperance, and wisdom can provide us with a solid foundation to face pain. Self-discipline, in particular, empowers us to maintain control and dignity even in the most challenging situations. Pain as transformation, a new perspective. By adopting these practices and mindsets, we begin to see pain in a new light. It ceases to be a destructive force and becomes a transformative element. Every challenge, every loss, every suffering becomes an opportunity to reinforce our determination, grow in wisdom, and draw closer to the Stoic ideals of tranquility and inner peace. We are not alone in our pain. Throughout history, many who followed the Stoic path found the strength to turn their greatest adversities into a legacy of resilience and virtue. You too can walk this path. Use Stoicism as a tool to face and overcome your pain, and you will discover an inner strength you may have never imagined possessing. If this content resonated with you, don't keep this knowledge to yourself. Share this video with someone facing a difficult time. Let's spread the message that pain doesn't have to destroy us, it can, instead, be the fuel that takes us to new heights of strength and wisdom. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications for more content like this. Together, we can learn to transform pain into power and live with true inner freedom.